All right, ranking things that make the workday worse. We've all had those days, them things happen. Maybe you fall down in the morning on the way to your vehicle in the mud and you're already damn near running late. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, I just go ahead and get back into bed in that case. But anyway, here we go, let's get into it. First one on the list, we got being short-handed. Yep, let's say you already having a bad day. Maybe you did get to work late and maybe you got stuck in traffic and you was pissed off and you said a few words in traffic that you probably shouldn't say, right? You know what I'm saying? And then you finally get to work and you find out a couple of your coworkers ain't gonna be there, and then you got to do all this crazy ass shit by yourself. By yourself, right? It's already, oh man, that makes the work day so much worse. I've been there before. Man, maybe y'all gonna get tired of me bringing up the rigs, but I mean, I don't know. I just talk about my experience, what I do on here. On the rig, there were days when we were shorthanded and I had to do the rig floor by myself. Hurt my feelings. I fucking hated that shit, to be honest. Fucking doing a two-man job. I'm fucking one dude. Still getting cussed out talking about I'm going too slow and shit. So where are we gonna put being shorthanded? We'll put it in that sucks. It really does suck. Sometimes, actually, it's gonna go in hell no. Because it can really be extreme, man. Depending on the industry you in, being shorthanded can make or break a day, dude. Like, it might even make some people quit. I mean, I know there's some jobs that I would do if I'm shorthanded. I'm quitting that motherfucker. Let's say I worked at McDonald's, would never do that. But I'm just saying McDonald's is one where if we shorthanded that bitch, boy, nah, because I can't handle, I cannot talk to customers like in that type of service, right? I can't handle customers. So, yeah, it would be best if I just went on ahead and gave him my resignation. Brother gave him that 2-day notice, man. I quit today, and you gonna notice. Moving on, we got customer won't stop talking. Now, that is something that I actually can deal with at my current job because I be in people's yards, with my current job. And some of them come out there, dude, and like maybe I got 5 or 6 things I got to do for the day. I need to be on the move if I want to make some decent time. And these motherfuckers want to come out here and discuss every damn thing, want to tell you all about their family lineage, their family heritage, their family tree, and, talk to you like you know Jenny. Jenny was over there playing bingo one day, and she won a gun, shot her damn foot off, and I don't know who the fuck Jenny is, dude. What are you talking about? Like, you see that I'm busy. I mean, I know that you kind of old and you lonely, and it's very sad, right? But I really should get going. You don't want to be rude to them, but damn, dude, when a customer won't stop talking, it really can. It sucks, dude. We'll just put it in that sucks. It really does. Moving on from that, we got realizing there's no toilet paper after you done shitted. I don't know if there's anything worse on my list here. When you done took a big fat, steamy, stinking pile of shit, dude. I'm talking about one of them that it don't come out in a straight line. It comes out, it covers an area. You know what I mean? Like, it's as if it come out in a tornado, in a spiral. It come out in a spiral. Just, and then when you get done, you're looking around. Maybe you in a porta-john. Maybe you in a bathroom at work. You realize, God damn it, they ain't no motherfucking toilet paper, and they ain't nobody around to give me no toilet paper. What the fuck are you gonna do? I tell you what I do. I'll take my socks off, and I'll use my socks. I'll cut my shirt. I'll take the sleeves off my shirt. Whatever I gotta do, man. I'm wiping my ass getting clean. I'm gonna clean it good enough where I can, like, wobble my way to a truck or to somewhere with some paper towels or something, and I'm going back in there. My ass is getting clean, dude. All right, if I gotta wet the motherfuckers under the sink or something to wipe it, it's getting clean. But I'm just saying, after that, I'm probably clocking out. So we're gonna put it in clocking out, because that's horrible, dude. That would make, let's just say you were able to get somebody to bring you some toilet paper. the day's ruined after that, dude. You might as well clock out and go to the fucking house after that. I mean, it's over with. Fuck that. All right. Next on the list, we got running out of gas. Now, whether you run out of gas on the way to work or you run out of gas on the way home, both of those suck. Both of those are major cheeks, brother. I think I would rather run out of gas on the way to work, because after being exhausted from work, I don't want to run out of gas on the way home. I'm going to be a pissed off motherfucker. I'm telling you right now, dude. I don't know. We're going to put that in. I mean, that's got to go in clocking out, right? Because that's horrible. That is horrible. Run out of gas. The fuck. Next on the list, we got being sick at work. Now, a lot of us, especially blue-collar guys, man, I guess white-collar, y'all probably go to work sick too. I don't know. But blue-collar, in a lot of the fields out there, it's damn near expected. It's damn near expected that you come to work sick. If you ain't dying, them motherfuckers want you at work, dude. And I have been at work fucking puking my guts out and all that shit. I'm sure a lot of y'all have done it too. It sucks. It makes for a horrible day. And honestly, I've got to put it in clocking out, man. Because nowadays, I am clocking out. I don't work sick nowadays. I've been talking about being sick, and I'm still sick. I still sound congested and stuff. I am. I've been talking about being sick for the last few days. I did not go to work sick. All right. Years ago, I'd have went my ass to work, and I'd have just suffered through it or whatever. Now, I'm like, I'm not, dude. Fuck, they will figure it out. I'm staying home, and I'm laying in bed. I ain't doing a damn thing. And that's exactly what I did. The only activity I did was come out here in my little YouTube studio and record videos. Other than that, I was in the house not doing a damn thing. Moving on from that, we got stub your toe. Stubbing your toe can be one of the worst things to happen, especially if it does happen to you in the morning before you go to work. It can, if you were in a good mood, that can ruin your mood and put you in a bad mood. And then you may not even feel like going to work. You might actually call in. Sometimes if something like that happens to me, I will go ahead and just call in. It's like, that's a sign from the universe. It's like, okay, something bad's probably going to happen to work today. Maybe Michael has finally had enough. And he's going to bring his SKU bag full of special items to work today. And he is going to go ahead and take care of business, right? We could say Michael's the new guy we've been training. And we've been hazing, or not hazing, no. Been, doing the new guy pranks on him. And he's been a new guy for, 18 months. And he's just finally had enough of it. And he's bringing his bag of tricks. He's going to be a magician today. And he's going to do some magic. And he's going to make people disappear. And maybe I stubbed my toe because I just need to stay home today. And that's just a sign from the universe that I don't need to be at work. So we'll put stub your toe. But if we're being realistic, stubbing your toe, it's not that bad, dude. I mean, it hurts for a minute, honestly. It hurts for a minute, and then you go your ass to work. Like, all jokes aside. Stub your toe, ow, I'm pissed off. Might put you in a bad mood, but it's not that bad. It goes away. Unless you break that motherfucker. Moving on, we got falling down on the way to the vehicle in the morning. Yeah, that's one of the worst things that can happen. I don't know if it's worse than realizing there's no toilet paper after you shit, after you done shitted, but it's up there with it for sure. It's up there with it for sure. As a matter of fact, especially if it's wet outside, most of the time in the morning time, I mean, there's dew on the ground and shit, just wet. You got to change. You're going to have to change it most of the time, right? I mean, I guess if you're blue collar, you're going to get nasty anyway if you're mechanicing or whatever the fuck. It really don't matter, I guess, but me, like, I don't want to get dirty and nasty until I'm at work. I don't want to get dirty and nasty before work. I know some people, like some of y'all probably don't even take a shower anyway. You go to bed dirty and nasty, and you're like, well, I'm just going to get dirty again in the morning. Oh, might as well go to bed dirty and nasty because I'm just going to get dirty and nasty tomorrow. I'll take a shower this fucking weekend. All right, I know there's people out there like that. There is. Y'all laughing, but that shit is true. For me, falling down on the way to the vehicle in the morning, that's going and clocking out. I'm probably not even going to work. Like, fuck that, dude. I'm too old to be falling down the shit. I'm gonna break a goddamn hip. Moving on from that, we got shitting on poison ivy. Oh, man. Oh, dude. I don't know. Some of you white-collar guys may not know what that's about, but a lot of blue-collar guys know what that's about. Because some industries, man, you don't have a restroom, right? If you're moving from job site to job site, construction type of stuff, especially out in rural areas, right? In rural areas, a lot of the times, we're expected to go shit out in the woods. It just is what it is. Or maybe maybe it's hot. It's a hot summer day. You don't want to go up in them porta johns, and you're in a nice rural area with some nice bushes cover, and you can go over the hill and down the holler yonder and shit down there in Wonderland. And next thing you know, you look down and you done shit all over some poison ivy, and it's rubbing all over your ass cheeks and everything. I can tell you from experience, that's not a good feeling. And for the next week or so, week and a half or so, you're going to be miserable. It's horrible. It sucks. It fucking sucks, dude. But we can't put it in that sucks. So we got to put it in hell no. Now, the reason I'm not putting it in clocking out, well, I don't know. Sometimes it does take immediate effect. I ain't gonna lie. It depends on how allergic to it you are. Some people ain't even allergic to it at all, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, you guys can fucking fact check me on this. I think the majority of the population is going to have a reaction to poison ivy. That is just me making that shit up in my head. Like I said, it's not a fact. I don't know. Look it up. But I do know a lot of people have reactions to it. And if you have a reaction to poison ivy, poison oak, or any of that type of stuff, and you sit your naked ass on that shit, dude, you're going to have a bad time and you might clock out. You might, it's horrible, man. I guess that's the only place it could go. So moving on, we got shitting your pants. Oh my God, man. This becomes more, I want to say common, but I don't know about common, but it does become more possible once you get in your 30s. The closer to your 30s you get, and I don't know, I'm only 31, so I'm assuming the older you get, maybe the more common it does become. Maybe the more possible it becomes, because, brother, if I'm in a tight spot, my job, like I say, I cover a 30-mile radius, 4 different towns, rural areas, so I'm not always around somewhere where I can shit. Sometimes I'm in people's yard. Brother, if I get in a fucking bind, I may not make it somewhere. But I will say this, from experience, I clock out and go to the fucking house. It's over with after that. I don't care what's going on. And if you laugh because you ain't never shit your pants, it's coming. It will happen. All right? Most of y'all that's laughing about it and saying it won't happen, y'all a lot younger, probably in your early 20s and shit. It's going to happen. You can't avoid it. Your time will come, and you'll know when it's coming, and all you'll be able to do is accept it, brother. All right? So let's move on from that one, big dog, and we got wrench slipping, busting your finger / knuckle. Now, this one is a little more specific than the rest of them, I guess, to certain industries. But anytime that happens, man, God damn, that shit sucks, dude. I mean, it's something that it's quite common, especially if you're mechanicing and shit. I mean, it's any job where you use wrenches and tools, shutdowns, just any job where you use wrenches and tools. Majority of blue-collar industries, right? We've all had the wrench slip and bust our knuckles. We've all broke a bolt, busted our knuckles, busted our fingers up. It fucking sucks. And that's where that's going to go. It's going to go in that sucks, right? It's expected. It's quite common. I don't know about you white-collar guys. Maybe you're typing, and then it slips, and you bust a knuckle on your keyboard. Oh, fuck, man, I got to go to the house. Anyway, moving on from that, we got being hungover. Ooh, I know a little something about that. Being hungover and going to work does suck major ass. Bringing the rigs up again. When I was working on the rigs, early 20s, staying out of town in the hotels, we partied a lot. We partied a lot, dude. It was very rare that we didn't stay out all night partying. I don't know why. I don't know why we loved to just feel like shit at work. I don't know why. All right, we would stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning partying, and then we would go back to our hotel, and we would just get straight into the crew truck like most of the time we would change, or you know, we would be clean because, all right, so that evening when we got to the hotel, we would take showers, put on decent clothes, and then we would go out, and then we would stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning, and then we would go to the hotel, change into our work clothes, get straight into the crew truck. The only sleep we would get would be the commute to the job site, which would be at the most 40 minutes. You're really lucky if it was an hour, right? Because you were staying in a hotel, so we're obviously going to stay as close to the job site as possible. So yeah, we would be at work. Hell, I guess that ain't even hungover. That's fucking. We was still drunk at work most of the damn time. But some of the times when we would get back to the hotel late and then we would sleep and you'd wake up hungover. God damn, dude, make for some shitty days, brother. A lot of puking in bushes and all that shit, big dog. But you know what? We would tell ourselves every day too, man. Like, hey, man, tonight let's just take it easy. Let's stay at the hotel, get some good sleep. Shit, by that evening, baby, we catch that second wind. Hey, man, tonight we going out to the bar. Hell yeah, baby, let's go get drunk, baby, yeah. And do this shit over again. But anyway, being hungover at work sucks, dude. Put it in hell no. Put it in hell no. It does suck. The only good thing about being hungover at work is you're getting paid to be hungover. And there ain't nothing better than being paid to be hungover. I mean, how else you gonna get paid to be hungover other than being at work, right? So there's a little bit of a positive side to it. Moving on from that, we got having the shits. Having the shits at work, it sucks, dude. Most of the time, though, when you realize you have the shits, it's time to go home, right? So you have the shits. You're like, oh, I have the shits. I'm gonna go home. Well, I don't know. Some people don't. I'm going home. If I'm in the bushes all day or in the bathroom in the porta john all day, I'm going to the motherfucking house. All right, we'll put it in hell no. I know it seems like it should go and clock out because I said we're going to the house, but clocking out isn't actually just clocking out. That's just what I called the tier, which is the worst tier. And all these are worse than having the shits because if you have I don't know, having the shits at work sucks. All right, clocking out. Fuck it. Having the shits at work, it sucks, dude. It makes the day horrible. Horrible day. Fuck that. Next on the list, we got having the shits with nowhere to shit. God damn. That's worse than just shitting your pants. You're gonna shit your pants. But that's even worse. Dude, this list is full. I just realized how much this list has shitting on it. What the fuck? Why'd I do that? In my defense, I asked a couple of my buddies what's stuff that makes the workday worse, and they had a lot of stuff to say about shitting. So, anyway, that's obviously got to go in clocking out. That makes for a bad day. We'll move on from that. I think that's the last time I got to talk about shit on this list. Next on the list, we got no cell service. Oh my God, that pisses me off. That puts me in an instant bad mood. Anytime I'm working in the area, the work I do right now, and I realize I don't have any cell phone service, and I can't watch no YouTube, I can't watch listen to no mute, like stream music, any of that type of shit, even watching movies, whatever, podcast, whatever I want to fucking do for the day, and I can't do it because I ain't got no cell phone service. Oh man, or even if I want to call my wife, figure out what the hell she's cooking for supper or some shit, and I can't do that. Brother, I'm pissed, dude. I'm putting it in hell now. Putting it in hell now. I mean, what if I go fake as shit and I can't even watch nothing on YouTube while I do it? Stupid. Moving on from that, we got spouse. Damn. I should probably edit that out, but I'm not. Spouse calls because something went wrong at home. That does make for a bad day, depending on what it is. Maybe something breaks, something happened to your kid, something happened to her. Who knows what could happen? But anytime your spouse calls you because something went wrong at home, that makes for a bad day. Makes for a bad day. We'll put it in hell, no. We'll put it in hell, no. I mean, the reason it goes in hell, no, not clocking out, because, excuse me, y'all, still sick, because sometimes my wife calls me just to tell me that she went around a curve a little too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like how I was going to town and almost wrecked. I went around the curve fast. And for me, that's not I mean, that's not, I mean, that's still something went wrong. I guess it still falls in that category, but it's not worth clocking out over. Anyway, moving on, we got a supervisor, foreman, or management riding your ass. We've all had those days at work where the people over you just riding your ass all day. Maybe it's one person, maybe it's a couple of them. Maybe they got people riding their ass. It makes for a bad day. It makes for a bad culture. It makes for a bad environment, dude. Attitudes start flaring. It sucks, man. I can't stay at a place where that is a frequent thing. If I'm at a company where they're like frequently, it's very common for them to just be on you, on you, on you, like in the oil fields. Back when I was in oil fields, that's how it was. I can't stay there. As a matter of fact, when I finally quit the oil fields, I done six or 7 years there. When I quit there, I made a deal with myself. I said I'll never let any of these motherfuckers at any of these companies I go to talk to me the way that these people talk to me. I'll never do it again. I never have, dude. I have handed out 2-day notices like it ain't shit, brother. I've handed out 2-day notices like I'm handing out invitations to somebody's birthday party. I don't give a fuck. But let's see. Where are we going to put that? They riding your ass. We'll put it in that sucks, because it does, man. In some cases, it could be higher, but for now, we'll just put it in that sucks, because it does suck. It sucks, but it may not be frequent. A lot of the times it's not. A lot of times you can say something to them, they'll leave you the fuck alone. Moving on from that, we got mandatory meeting that could have been an email. We have those at my company. A lot of Zoom meetings or Microsoft Teams meetings, and it's a damn 45-minute waste of my time. I don't understand any of the corporate talk, the corporate fucking jargon shit where they're like, well, we could circle around, and when we get our ducks in a row, and finally, once the charts start moving off, and it fell off at the end of the year, and then we get the first quarter wrapped back around, we'll circle right back to that, and our profits. Like, I don't know what any of this means. And then they have like 5 minutes of the meeting where they say what they wanted to say for us bottom tier guys to be there. You know what I mean? That shit could have been in a fucking email. You could have sent that shit to me over the phone, dude. We'll put it in is what it is. Put it in is what it is. All right. It puts me in a bad mood. That's about it. Puts me in a bad mood. Moving on from that, we got having to go to work. Nothing. I know I've said this already in this video, but I don't know if anything is worse for your work day than actually having to go to work. Where could we put that? Where could we put that? I got to put it up here. It's the worst. Having to go to work makes the work day so much worse, dude. What the fuck? You don't believe me? Okay. All right. Scenario. You wake up in the morning to go to work. You're getting ready, getting your hair ready or whatever. You're brushing your teeth, whatever the fuck it is you got to do. And your boss calls you and says, hey, stay home. We're going to pay you to stay home. We're giving you 8 hours to stay home. You're going to be one happy motherfucker. Don't lie and say you ain't, okay? So having to go to work makes your work day worse. Getting to stay home makes your work day better. It just is what it is. Moving on from that, we got forgot your wallet. Now, in some cases, it's not bad. Like, if I don't need gas or anything like that, and I have my lunch, I have snacks or whatever I need, I don't care. If I ain't got my wallet, it is what it is, dog. I'll save money. Save money like that, big dog. You know, you ain't going to buy nothing extra. I'll say it is what it is. You forgot your wallet. It does suck, and it can put you in a bad mood, but it ain't that bad. I mean, could be worse. Next on the list, we got forgot your lunch. That'll put you in a bad mood too, especially if you're in an industry where you can't go get lunch, right? You somehow or another, there are places where you have to clock out for lunch, but you just can't leave the job site. Like, motherfucker, I'm not on the clock. I'll do what I want to do, right? I'm not on your time. But anyway, there are places like that. And if you forgot your lunch at a place like that, well, it does suck. It sucks bad. Because then you got to bum off your coworkers and shit, man. Or just starve. Eat some air for lunch. Some people eat air for lunch. It is what it is. I've ate air for lunch a few times. But, anyway, if you made it this far, as always, please consider liking, subscribing, hitting the little bell icon, sharing with a friend. Even a friend that ain't going to watch it still helps me out if you share it. Man, I appreciate y'all. All the love I've been getting in the comments and stuff is awesome. Channel is growing fast. It's blowing my mind. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know why y'all like watching me. I'm just like a retard. I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good night, day, evening, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are.